Hello, guitar connoisseurs on the YouTube. I'm here at the very Reverb Nik Huber workshop in Rottgau by Frankfurt. That's how we say it in Hessisch. Nik is running around frantically looking for water to wet wood. He's looking for water to wet wood. We've been beautifully welcomed here by Clemens and Nik and the whole team and Nico and everyone. And we've been looking over their shoulders to see what they do, which is pretty insane.
Father, I have lost my way. I left the path I went astray. But I could have become someday. Father, have I lost my way? I have sold my soul, but feel quite happy all in all. I didn't fly, I couldn't fall, but mother, have I sold my soul? I'm tired of picturing a life where everything but not quite entirely unlike tea. Brothers, I have stopped this train, but never hit the road again. And all those rails were laid in vain. Brothers, have I stopped this train? I'm tired of picturing a life where everything I like is almost but not quite entirely unlike tea. I'm tired of picturing a life where everything I like is almost but not quite entirely unlike.
And then Nik goes crazy and he's like, let me show you my wood. And we were like, oh, we don't have that kind of relationship. And then he starts whipping out his wood, which is pretty impressive wood, if I might say so. So we are going into nooks and crannies and he's pulling out his wood. And sometimes it's darker and sometimes it's lighter and sometimes it's got beautiful shapes on it. And then he's like, oh, we're not done. Let me show you my better wood. And then we go to the other. And so we're going to crawl into those spaces and try to show you some of that. We're actually talking about wood. I don't know if you get that. So why are we here? Well, first of all, Nik was at Gear Street and he had a great time and everyone loved his guitars. And obviously, most guitar players, this wet dream is to one day own a Nik Huber guitar because they are among the best there is. In their field, most certainly, but overall, they're just phenomenal guitars. With their own touch, the whole, let's do hollow some things, and the whole, oh, let's work with our own bridge and all that stuff. They don't stop in improving what they do, and what they do is already insane. So, yeah, I want a Nik Huber guitar, which means I'm here, and we're going to talk to Nik about how that can look. Because what kind of Nik Huber guitar do you get? You get a Norca, a Dolphin, a Riedbergen, or the new Pete, or the something Meister, or the other Meister. I don't know, some Meister. He's standing there looking at me like, you don't even know what they're called. Twang Meister, I know. And do I want a wiggly stick, or do I want a double, or a single thing, or maybe the new cool thing, which is like printed? We don't know yet. So we're going to talk to the man to find out what kind of Meister or Bergen or fish we get. And he said, come in here, Nik. Come in. Here's the Nik man. He found some water. See, now Vanessa's behind the camera, by the way. Her framing is completely off because he's too tall. Now Vanessa has to slightly tilt why do I say guitar? Tilt the camera. There we go. So I just said you showed us a lot of your wood. You're very proud of your wood.
Yeah.
And you have darker wood and lighter wood.
Ugly wood, nice wood.
This is the new building that you have?
3 years old.
3 years, okay. And this is your CNC room, your machine room.
Machine room. We have CNCs, but there's all the regular stuff like a planer, a thickness router, a bandsaw, the old school pin router, which we still use, a bigger bandsaw, a CNC, a vacuum.
So all these tubies here, they are not to brew beer, they are actually to suck the...
For brew
they're the Absaugsystem, as we say in Hesse.
The
Absaugeranlage. So this is to keep the room as dust-free as possible.
Yes.
Which I expected to come to a place like this and there's wood dust everywhere.
There should be if we would not take care for it.
Yeah, and it's a very, very clean environment. I mean, when you look at one of his guitars, they are pristine and perfect in every detail. And I have a feeling that something like this can only originate from a place that is as pristine and perfect as this workshop is. I think what you see in the guitars is reflected in the work ethic that you see here.
And the work ethic of my team, of course.
Yeah, well, that's not you. What did you do today? Oh, let's have a salad. Do you want a coffee? But I didn't really see him. Actually, I saw you do stuff. You did the one with the gold.
With the one with the gold. Yes,
yeah,
I did 2 setups. I did 2 certificates. I pulled out some wood for some dude.
For some dude. So let's talk guitars. I mean, let's do it right here. For you guys, you have one chance to have this man, who is in German a Koryphäe, in his, I don't know what that is, in some people would say master builder, but then again, some people say, what does that mean? He doesn't have a master's, you know what I'm talking about. He doesn't have a master's.
The letter. But I have a master in my team.
Really?
Yeah, I have one. Alex is a master guitar maker.
Well, you're just as good as the people you hire.
Yeah.
And you hire good people.
Yeah.
So you have one chance to have this man and his team build a guitar for you. What is it going to be? Comment below. Is it an orca? Is it a dolphin? What are the inlays? What color? Does it have locking tuners? Will the side dots be centered? We don't know yet. Will it even have side dots? Would the dots maybe be below? I don't know.
Behind the neck?
Behind the neck.
Good point, never did it. Drilled through.
So, would you go for his mega super ultra hollow, which are super light and amazing and have this open sound? Would you go solid? In the comments below, put together your favorite Nik Huber in your dreams guitar, okay? Don't worry, you're not ordering one. Or maybe they are, I don't know.
Hopefully.
But
not yet.
Not yet. Well, I'm here to talk to Nik about what my perfect Nik Huber guitar could look like. And it's very tough. I had sleepless nights about that. Even just color choice, I had sleepless nights about it. And then what do you go for? What pickups do you go for? You have one chance to have a guitar on that level. What do you do? And I have ideas, but then I have to go to the man and find out, do these ideas make sense?
And there's always another guitar.
Of course. So you're saying if the one is not perfect, then just buy another one?
Yeah.
I can already see where this is going. I'll be here a lot, apparently.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
So, idea number 1 is blue. I know that much because I kind of like blue guitars. And if I get one guitar built, I don't care what anyone says, I kind of want a blue. And there's a very special blue one that I've seen at 2 trade shows, which I hope we can realize. Then, pickups. What's the traditional thing is we go for 2 humbuckers, right?
Makes a lot of sense if you want to stay as flexible as possible, if we have a proper split, maybe.
I have a guitar that's very dear to my heart that I kind of want to emulate, and the split on that is very satisfying. It's not all of a sudden you have this thin sound, the volume stays the same, and I don't want to say it's a single coily sound, but it is the perfect thinner version of that humbucker. So if we can pull that off, 2 humbuckers it is.
We can at least try, otherwise we change pickups.
Okay. What I love in the guitars that I cherish the most is I always want to say Palisander, Rosewood, a Rosewood Neck. Now what I'm giving up is his insane flames on the neck, because your flame necks are ridiculous.
But
I don't know what
you take something like this. Rosewood, Madagascar rosewood, can be very, very beautiful too. And
Or can we take a Sharpie and just put flames on it?
sounds, listen to it. It's just sounding good.
It's already done. I mean, it's already got a good sound. For me, Rosewood Neck is kind of the dream thing, because I feel, well, the guitars I have with Rosewood are just the ones where the tone pops out, it's immediate, they're ultra flexible. I can say which one they are. The Tone Fuchs Bulldog, you know, Blanche, she's got an amazing Rosewood Neck, and my PRS Modern Eagle. Those are the 2 guitars I really like, and I also like my Nick Johnston, which is a wangier neck, but I gravitate towards dark necks.
In the sense of feel.
Yeah,
probably.
It just speaks to me. So for me, my dream guitar has a dark neck.
Good. Rosewood.
Rosewood Neck, yes. And I know you go for hollowness on your guitars. That's kind of like one of your signature things.
I like it personally a lot, but of course there's a lot of reasons why you could go for solid, and that's fine. So that's why I am on the hunt for lightweight woods to just offer as much solid body as hollow body. I prefer hollow.
I have to say I wouldn't be completely opposed to going hollow. I have to say, because one thing is, when I talk to Luthier to build a guitar for me, it's not just because I want a cool guitar, which I do, but it's also because I want to advertise what you stand for. I want to show the people this is not just my vision, it's also the thing that you can put your stamp on and say, yes, that's me. And I feel that if hollow is you, I kind of feel wrong about asking you to build a solid body guitar.
But you know, on the other side, it's just a personal taste is no better or worse from solid to hollow body. And there's so many ways you could go for hollow body. I'm not going for hollow body to just reduce weight, just drilling holes in the wood and make it appear lightweight. It's a clear purpose is also to have a different sound. But that's my personal.
It's clearly a more open,
Yeah.
not rounder. The high end is still beautifully there.
It's clear, a little bit faster in response. Maybe for me, not optimal, but very true to your playing. So
The thing is, the guitar, I imagine, would be able to do anything, from blues to country to beautiful, funky cleans and metal. And the thing is, would you metal on a hollow body?
I'd say on a semi, yes. We have 2 versions. We're working on a 3rd version, which is not there yet. But the semi-hollow means the mahogany or whatever kind of wood body is hollowed out, has still the middle block, and our super hollow has even a counter carved top like an arch top. That is what I would not go for metal.
Okay.
So I would do the kind of in between.
Okay.
So that's that we could do, and since I've done quite a few hollow body, semi-hollow body Rosewood Neck guitars on my 10th anniversary, which is almost 15 years ago, beautiful sounding guitars. Rosewood Neck, semi-hollow body, maple top,
Because I'm
fine.
Again, since I'm sitting in videos saying, "Here's my Nik Huber, isn't amazing, go to him, that's what he stands for." It needs to be more what you stand for than what I stand for. Obviously, I need to be happy to play it, but I really think I really think that if hollow is your thing, then
But
maybe...
like I said, there are so many players who just made history on factory-made solid body guitars. The whole rock and roll history is made on that.
I'm undecided. Please comment below. Hollow, super hollow, a little bit hollow.
I mean, if we go for something like this part of wood kind of takes over the dominance of the character of the guitar. Again, my personal experience, maybe some very experienced luthier would argue with that, which is fine. But this is a very dominant piece of wood. A Rosewood Neck guitar, you always realize it's a Rosewood Neck guitar, no matter if it's solid body or semi-hollow. And it works both fine. I played 2 Rosewood Neck guitars, and now it's the argument they're both solid. Because I didn't make a Rosewood semi-hollow yet. But that's not because of but my redwood, which used to work, it's not working.
You mean
anymore.
before you ran over it with the car and broke off the headstock?
Yes. That is very hollow body. It used to be hollow body.
It's still a hollow body, it just doesn't have a head.
Yeah. And the head is in 2 pieces.
Okay, so let's table that for now. We don't know yet where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
We know the neck. I know I want a matching headstock. That's a no-brainer. We're gonna have to duke it out when it comes to locking tuners because you know it's gotta be locked.
I have new ones.
Oh, there's new ones. Okay.
They came in today.
Really?
Yeah.
Then we shall look at them.
Yeah.
And obviously wraparound bridge. That's the thing for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Nik has a very special thing that I don't know if we can get our hands on it because there's very few in existence out of a space age kind of a moon metal thing. Amorphous metal, and we're going to talk about that more. But if we could pull that off for that guitar, it would be insane. I don't know if it's possible because pricing, availability, and it's in very rough prototyping stages.
Early stages,
Yeah.
but we're getting there, and of course it would make a lot of sense and fun to have the bridge on a Rosewood Neck guitar. I'm very curious, so I'd go for it.
Look, if you can make it happen, I'm your guinea pig. I got no problem with that. Plus, obviously, you know, then we can talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we want to go. And obviously, the thing that matters the most on the guitar, who cares about all this stuff, is what does the top look like, right?
Plain.
Okay.
I have nice plain tops here. This is a nice plain top.
Nik,
This is
hello, no, Nik, what?
a nice plain top.
Yeah, that's what you call a plain top.
They're quite figured. And this is a very nice figured alder body.
These racks of wood are everywhere. It's ridiculous, and everything is just like nice. So we shoved our heads into small spaces here and found a couple of more crazy tops because I gravitate towards tops. I love a beautiful flame. I love a beautiful quilt, but I like the ones that are maybe somewhere in between and maybe a little bit weird, just a little bit crazy. And Nik thinks the same way. So we're now taking the half ZZs of the tops and make them straighty. I don't know. I don't know the terminology. That's his thing.
Let's plan.
It's very cool here, but then gets rather plain right there.
here, but if we would think about this and plane, if we stain it, do we do a burst?
I don't know. I have
Do we
no
do a
idea.
burst?
We don't know. You guys say, do we do a burst?
So that would, it's less figured here. We could also think of going this way.
Okay.
So then we have the more intense flame here. Still have the crazy part in this area.
That might actually be better.
Works because in this area we have the bridge anyway. So that's where the
Yeah.
bridge is. That's where the tram would be, but we don't have a tram. So we would cover up the most interesting area. Here's the bridge. So,
Yeah.
And the symmetry thing, I think this is, that's more even. That's almost good. That's a good book match here. But here, we're really leaving the book match. So maybe this is good. We can at least think of.
No, that's definitely an option. I like the craziness on the outside.
So, and this is not a problem that we lost a chip here because we will carve it down. And I would probably go as far as possible down to have as much of this area. So let's say, because the edges are clean, so we can go and could look. It's wet. Something like this.
Not bad. I'm going to say option 1. Definitely not your everyday.
No, sir, for sure not, because all these crazy areas.
Let's
or
turn
just
this
sit
around.
there, yeah.
Here we go. Vanessa, are you getting that? There you go.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Option 1? In the camera, it looks pretty damn dope. Actually, in the camera, look at that. There's even more flame on top now. Wait. It's from...
And if we stain, we will have flames throughout. It's less intense than here. So I think that's almost, we can wet in this directly because we pretty much get in this case, we definitely have only the option to go this way because we have here, that's dull.
Yeah.
So
It's got a very strange super line here.
which we can actually pick up in some way. So this is still a little bit rough because it's not as fine planed like the other one. But I have concerns to lose too much thickness now because it's really warped after drying. This is 5 years in my possession. So that's something. Should we try to?
But it's not matching, right? No.
Well, we would have to see what comes up after planning because it's from them. It used to be together like this. You see? So we're good. But the more we plan it down, the more the sides go different.
Ah, okay.
But we still can look for the most matching area and make it as book match as possible. But it's definitely, you see, now I would probably concentrate in this area, or maybe this is very visible, so that we to put here the focus point where to glue, or go like this, and that's after really properly planning and matching them to make it as symmetric as possible.
Okay. Option 2.
So now we're planning. Let's say less intense than
Yeah.
Still wild, but less intense.
Yeah, it's more subtle.
Away, go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for a less cool person. Vanessa, is that your top?
We still could look at this one.
That's a crazy one.
So it's not super thick because we have to cut it in the middle.
Apparently, Nick wants to switch on the monster. I don't know what that means, but if we're here, why not look at Nick's monster?
But this is my concern. So we need to go at least up like this far. Okay, let's say we could probably end up here.
That doesn't suck.
The only thing we will see in the very end, so there's two things. These are two little dark spots, which I think is fine because we're talking about nature. And we will definitely show some of this area in the wooden binding. I'd say 2 millimeters maybe. Yeah, it'll show up. So I have to go here. So in this area, so in this area at the bottom we have a slight dark. Yeah, but on the top, so we carve, and at the lower area here,
at the bottom
in the binding, the bottom of the top of the binding.
At the bottom of the top of the binding.
So we will definitely have this darker area to be shown. The knots here might go away while carving if we are in an area where we actually carve. Yes, we are. So they might go away. At least these two, because we're carving. But it's nature, and these are the pieces of wood where we always work around these things and the look at this, look at this. Okay, another thing, this will not go away, so we need to move up. So that's the challenge.
But that's the hollow part.
No, that's...
Right?
We can move up. We can move up, not too far. But we probably would end up here, which is a pity because we will miss some of this.
But does that missing piece matter because it's at the bottom?
Yeah, but we are in the.
Yeah.
If I come carving, this will say hello. Or I move far enough down to have this in the inside of the top, which could work, but then we have to have this again. So, again. Or, which the alternative, which I don't like so much, is looking at it like this and do it like this. But Again, then we have a lot of...
It's less.
So I would glue it up. I would plan it on the thickness we need at the very end and see where we end up. So we're still oversized here. So we might be able to really use that. So hopefully everybody is going for option 1. So that we don't have to pitch around with it.
But this is the good one.
I cannot discuss about that.
See, that's what you get here at Huber Guitars. First, he promises, and then there's a hole in it.
Hey, why don't we look at something else?
So option 3 would be amazing, and let's see if the master can pull it off. But this is Nik Huber Guitars. There's more than 3 options, right?
There's a few more.
There's a few hundred more, few thousand more.
Between a few hundred and 1,000.
So there's more options. So let's look at more options. I asked Nick, because I'm decadent and an ass, I'm like, do you have any one-piece tops? Because if you get a Nik Huber guitar and you get that once in your life, maybe you go nuts and you ask for a one-piece top. I don't know. I mean, yeah. So he found this just lying around in his huge stack of one-piece tops. And so this could be rather stunning. I can already see this without any water on it. That's amazing. But
With water.
let's take a look at it. Come down here, Vanessa. Follow me. There you go. Prop that up a bit. Yeah, that's let me see. Here we go. That's not shitty. It's not crazy. It's not out of the ordinary like what we were looking for.
We're still going from I like the irregularity.
Yes. What I like about the one-piece toppiness is that it doesn't have the symmetry. It definitely has a wave to it. It says over here. That's where you play. Over here, play. Put your fingers over here.
Yeah.
Now that is the only question here is what color. That is literally the only question we have to answer.
That would be option.
Option 4. Vote for option 4 if that's your option. Yeah, that's pretty stunning. I can see it in your eyes. Look, film him. Come on, film his face. Vanessa, you're not on it. Come on, Vanessa. Come on. Look at this man. No. That's not the face he just made. Now that is, you'd be proud of that guitar.
That's a good top.
Even though you didn't give birth to this or you didn't really, make this. Not yet. Okay, we have one more option, which is option 5. Ooh.
It is unique. It has a lot of dark spots.
Got a little bit of a burl thing happening. No, not bird's eye kind of a thing.
Yeah, I like this, so we should go for this. Fuck the middle. Let's see what we have on the back to watch. No, that's quite.
That's not a problem.
That's well. So we don't have to watch on the back. So whatever we would like to see it. I like these areas, of course, but we cannot grab a lot of them.
He just said it'll be number 4. He already nodded. Okay, so here's the dilemma I have, people. These 2 tops couldn't be more different in how the guitar will look.
Let me get another favorite.
Oh. This is going to be ultra elegant and very beautiful while being original with a one-piece top. This is going to be wild and rebellious.
Was this the second?
That was the second, yes.
This is the third. And that was the first.
Here, that's the first.
That's the first? And then the one I have to struggle with.
That's technically 3.
Let's also make a practical 3.
People.
But that was our dilemma
with the whole.
this area. So what we are close to ready.
5 is very stunning with the waves here, the bird's eye.
So this goes down for 2 more millimeters, so it will be still very obvious.
Yeah.
It's risky.
So we don't have number 3.
But it would be challenging to pull it off.
I gotta say, if it's between 3 and 5, I would go for 5 for irregularity and craziness.
Okay.
My only concern with 5 is this will probably very likely be darker.
It will. Yeah.
Because if we go for the turquoise blue, then this will probably suck up a lot of that and it will get dark.
That tends to be also on the darker side.
That'll be lighter.
That's the best canvas for blue oak turquoise. Color-wise, this is still on the... But it's just a good piece of wood.
People.
You want some cola?
Don't go away with your koa. These are serious problems we have here. First world problems. What?
Was too small anyway.
First world problems. What top do I get on my dolphin? So, 3 we kicked. 2, I don't know what happened to 2, but it wasn't as cool. So this is 1, 4, and 5. So we're gonna go 1. Definitely the more subtle one. We have number 1, which is stunning but subtle.
This is nice.
So we have warbliness on the outside, but then big flames. Warbliness. Warblitude. And then we have an absolutely crazy number 5, which is very stunning, but my hunch is, because I've been through this, that it'll be dark, and dark guitars are pretty but don't photograph well, and what I do is film guitars. So I have a hunch that this might turn out darker than we like.
Could bleach it.
We'll bleach it. This is pretty. This is what you kind of expect from a Huber guitar, only better, because this is... We've just seen the whale over there with the one-piece top, and that had quilt. And that's kind of...
That was bought for blue whales. That was purchased for becoming a blue whale, but the run is finished.
Okay, so we could use this without a whale in the fretboard.
Yeah. Now we can.
Okay. Okay, you guys comment. However, I think it's number 4. That's what I say. I mean, you comment your heart out. Maybe you can change your mind. I think his mind's made up. His mind's number 4. I know that. Number 3 is amazing as well.
Really, really unusual.
But you can't make it work.
I didn't say that yet. Didn't try it.
Number 3.
The back also looks good.
Well, we are undecided. You decide, whatever. You comment below, and I'm gonna say we'll stop this here because we can be here forever. This is only the beginning of a journey.
Next round, neck blanks.
Ooh, neck blanks.
Too many to choose from.
Let's just say we'll stop this right here. Comment below. This is the beginning of a journey of an amazing guitar. It's gonna be a dolphin. We need a name. And no, it's not gonna be Flipper. Shut up, you guys. Now I want it to be Flipper. Damn it. And we'll talk about pickups, and we'll look at necks and all that stuff. So come back frequently for this Nik Huber Flipper build. Why did I say that? I mean, we need a good name for this guitar, but I think the name will come once we get closer to actually seeing it in all its glory. Will it be hollow? Will it be solid? We don't know. Why did... Oh, he's literally writing on the top. I can't. It used to be a beautiful top, and now the guitar will forever look like so. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks, Vanessa, for filming. Thanks, Nik, for being silly. And I don't have dolphins, but some kind of animal at the end. Bye-bye.